This is V-Log from a Lumix camera and it looks washed out. Slightly flat, slightly wrong. And this is the same file in just one translation. Years ago, when I started color grading, I was juggling footage from everything at once. Rec.709 from one camera, log from my DJI drone, V-Log from my Lumix camera, and no matter what I did, I tried so much, nothing matched, and I didn't understood why. The colors fought each other. The contrast was always off, and I had no idea why. It took me far too long to figure out what was actually going on. So this is the explanation I wish someone had given me back then. By the end of this video, you will actually understand what a color space is, and once it clicks, a washed out image will never confuse you again. Because washed out isn't a problem. It's a mistranslation. Here's the one idea everything rests on. A color space is a language like German, Japanese, or English. Every clip you shoot is written in some language. A normal photo or video is written in Rec.709, the language your screen, YouTube, and most monitors natively speak. V-Log is written in a different language, paired with a color space called V-Gamut. And like two languages, the same word can mean two different things. The exact same number in your frame points to one color in Rec.709 and to a different color in V-Log. In terms of color spaces and gamut, a language has two kinds of words. Words for brightness and words for color. So when your screen reads a V-Log file using its Rec.709 dictionary, it gets both wrong at once. That mistranslation has a look, and we already know it. Let me show you exactly what is happening to color first. A color space decides where the corners of your color live. It's reddest red, it's greenest green, and it's bluest blue. Rec.709's corners sit here, a fairly small triangle. V-Gamut's corners sit further out, a bigger triangle with more saturated colors available. In fact, V-Gamut is even wider than the Rec 2020 Gamut used for HDR. Now watch what it does to the words. Take a strong rose red. In Rec.709, with a small triangle and corners close in to describe that vivid rose, you have to push the numbers near the extreme. It's a loud word. Now describe the exact same rose in V-Gamut. The corners are already further out, so the rose sits closer to the middle of the triangle. Calmer, more moderate numbers. A quieter word for a loud color. So here's the washout. Your monitor takes V-Log's quiet numbers and reads them with Rec.709 dictionary. And a quiet number in Rec.709 means a quiet, pale color. The vivid rose comes out washed out. Nothing shrank, it just got misread. And you can measure it. Here's the vectorscope on a real V-Log frame. The color sits pulled in towards the center. That's the desaturation. And notice also it's shifted. This is the second important point. The hue just don't fade. They shift. Colors land on the wrong node entirely. Brightness works exactly the same way. And this is what half of the people miss. Take one brightness number. In Rec.709, that number lands here and looks natural. In V-Log, the same number lands somewhere else, because V-Log spreads brightness differently to hold more range. Its blacks don't sit all the way to the bottom. Its midtones sit higher up. So when your screen reads log's brightness words with the Rec.709 dictionary, the midtones look too light. The blacks never reach the floor, and there's no real contrast. That's the flat, washed out look. Put both together, wrong color words and wrong brightness words, and that's the entire washed out look with the weird hues. It's not broken footage, it's a perfectly good sentence, read in the wrong language. So if the problem is translation, the fix is a translator. In Resolve, that's a color space transform, a CST. I'll add one note just so you can see it work. I tell it which language the footage is in and which footage I want it in. Watch both scopes. The color pushes back out from the center and rotates to the right hue here. That's the color words translated. And the brightness opens up. Blacks drop towards the floor, whites reach the top. That's the brightness words translated. Both halves of the language fixed at once. This is what a CST is, a translator between two color spaces. If you have ever dropped a conversion LUT on V-Log footage, that's the same job, just pre-baked. A LUT is a frozen translation. A CST is a live translator. Now important, this was just to show you the translator. How to actually build a grading project around CSTs, that's a whole workflow and it's its own video. Today I only want to teach you one thing. V-Log and Rec.709 are different languages and a CST translates between them. How do you know when you ever need to translate? Just ask which language the profile speaks. Standard, natural, flat, the cine-like profiles, like 709, they all live inside the Rec.709 gamut. Screen ready, no translation needed. V-Log speaks V-Log and V-Gamut, the language we just decoded. It's very large. That's the one that needs a CST. HLG, like 2100, is the third language, HDR. Different dictionary again, so don't treat it like V-Log. If you shoot real-time LUTs, the language depends on the base profile underneath, so always check what the camera is actually recording. By the way, I give away free real-time LUTs for Lumix, including a skin tone LUT, which you can use in camera, or as a final grade in Resolve if you prefer shooting clean V-Log. The link is below in the description. What is a color space? It's a language, a set of color words and brightness words, where the numbers only mean something once you know which language they're in. V-Log is one language, Rec.709 is another. Your screen only reads Rec.709, and a CST is a translator. Washed out was never a problem, it's just a sentence read in the wrong language. If this finally made color spaces click, subscribe. Because next, I will show you how to build a full CST-based grade in Resolve, from start to finish. Free Lumix LUTs are in the link below. See you in the next awesome video.